Hi, thanks for watching our weather update on June 16th, 2023. Just to say, we're going through the thunderstorm, the thunderstorm potential from the from wind.com, from met.ie, from the UKV, and from the charts that weather.de. So starting off, we're looking at the satellite imagery from wind.com, and we can see we've got some thunderstorms dying out across the northwest around here, and some heavy showery bursts coming into the south. Radar is like this, so we can see some lightning strikes off the southwest coast here, and we can see a general area of really quite heavy rain just off the southeast coast, and we're really seeing a bit of it push into like parts of Wexford, Carlow, Wicklow, Dublin, this sort of area here. This is less thundery than I'd expected it to be. Actually, it is not thundery at all. Though we do have some really bright echoes, really bright cells in here. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing were to turn thundery overnight, because the models are showing it turning more intense as the night wears on. So we just have to wait and see what happens with this sort of feature here. But either way, I'm going to get some quite heavy rain, so I'm happy. And also to say, we see some lively storms up in the western northwestern part of the country. So you can see the way we've had a few strikes of lightning there. Going towards met.ie, so you can see we did have a warning today for Sligo, Mayo, Galway, and Clare. Just for a few thunderstorms. It was issued at 7:36 p.m. and will expire in about 95 minutes time from now. It expires at 11 p.m. And we'll just go and see how these storms forms. I think they were a little bit unexpected. We saw some quite big storms in the Atlantic around like midday to lunchtime. Going through, yeah. So you see them forming at around like 5 p.m. We saw blossom around Clare and Galway and push northeastwards, and we see a few severe cells in them. And now we've got this broader area of preset pushing into the south and southeast now. These are the UKV charts. So we're going to run through this. So we do see a few storms in the north and northwest this evening. Not as intense as they are in reality, I don't think. And we get this rain push up. So it's currently 9 p.m. So that's how it was forecast to look at that time. But this run looks fairly accurate, and overnight they sort of turn more intense. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few thunderstorms out of this. Hopefully, as I'm going to say. They push northwards, and tomorrow we see quite a wet morning, especially for the east of the country, and that area of thundery rain moves out of the way, giving way to convection and lively thunderstorms, especially away from the south coast, as winds are southerly, meaning that when storms form over land, the wind pushes them further north, and if you've got the onshore winds, you basically don't get the effect of the convection. I've had to deal with this for a long time. Like Tuesday, I had to deal with it. Wednesday, deal with it. I had to deal with it Wednesday as well, as well as Thursday. Sort of today, but not as badly so. And tomorrow, after that band of thundery rain goes northwards, I'm back to dealing with the same issue all over again. So those storms are there on Saturday, really quite torrential. Into Sunday morning, we see again, rinse repeat, same sort of sequence. Thunderstorms break out very widely away from the south coast and possibly the east coast as well. Also, I'm gonna rewind to Sunday morning and just focus over England, right? So we see a few thunderstorms and showers over like the South Midlands, and through the morning they really do blossom to the East Midlands and just around just to the north of London there. Some quite torrential, some quite severe storms. and they just carry on. They push towards Hull and Lincolnshire and Norfolk, that sort of area, towards Sheffield there around lunchtime, and into the afternoon we see more storms pushing into areas east of the Midlands, towards Norfolk and Kent. Before, widely around mid-afternoon, anywhere from Wales towards Norfolk and Lincoln, we see big storms blossoming up, and they merge to form a longer spell of very intense thundery rain, and that just merges up into a big spell of torrential rain, weakening all the while in terms of intensity, but not necessarily in terms of area. By midnight there on Monday, it's really, really heavy over northeast England towards Northumberland, Newcastle, that sort of area, towards Cumbria even, around 3 a.m. there, up through Liverpool as well, and that just goes towards Scotland. And that just forms into an area of rain, basically, a little area of low pressure. That is really very, very intense action, very intense convective action there. Like, I mean, wow. You don't often see this sort of thing in this sort of area of the world. It's just not usual. It just isn't usual. So that's just something I wanted to point out because that is quite special. Anyway, back to Irish weather. So we see on Monday again, same performance. Thunderstorms break out widely across the country on Monday afternoon as the sun gets up. Tuesday, again. I don't need to say it again because it's the same thing. And Wednesday, yet again, same performance. So we're in for a very thundery 5 days or so now. Like, just every day. Rinse and repeat. Away from, like, the south coast especially. And possibly towards the west coast at the end, as the winds do go more westerly. We do see some big thunderstorms developing. Especially for the Midlands and North, I'd say. Now I'll just go through the temperatures as well. So today we can see the north got the highest temperatures up to like 25 degrees in Ulster. Only around the mid to high teens in Leinster and Connacht, as we saw that sort of area of rain push through, and Munster behind the rain towards the low 20s. Into this evening we do see it cool down very briefly towards around the mid-teens, so I wouldn't say cool down, I wouldn't say it would cool down, just get a bit less warm, because it'll still feel very muggy with all the moisture around, the rainfall, so on. Into tomorrow, where you dodge the downpours, I'd say you get into the low 20s, around 22, 23 degrees, but under the downpours, you can sort of probably pick out certain areas like here and here, sort of, for example, in there as well, where you get a downpour and it just gives you evaporative cooling, meaning that it sort of drags the cooler air from above, and it'll just put a cap on the temperatures briefly, as well as block the sun out as well, so that'll also keep things cooler. You can see those areas more widely there across the western and northern parts of the country there towards the ends. How's that? Okay. Going into Sunday morning, we sort of see mid-teens again for lows. Sunday afternoon, low 20s, away from any thunderstorms. Monday, same sort of low temperature, same sort of high temperature as well. And then Tuesday, we may see things just cooling down very slightly, just as the winds do go more westerly, just giving in some cooler air from the Atlantic, and that may be also evident at night time as well, very slightly so, and by Wednesday afternoon, like low 20s again, possibly actually on Wednesday a bit warmer on Tuesday, a bit warmer on Wednesday than Tuesday. Yeah, there we go. Sorry guys. So this is the UK Met chart, and this is the chart for Cape. So Cape is basically the amount of energy that's available for convection, and the the more of it that we have, the more severe any thunderstorms will be, and the more likely it is that storms break out in the first place. So we can see, starting off today, Friday, June 12th, no, sorry, 16th even, sorry. I've been very excited for thunderstorms, as you can tell. These bright red colours off the around the southwest and into the Atlantic have fueled some thunderstorms in the Atlantic today. Going forward into this evening and tonight, these colours do really engulf the country. So I should say the brighter the colour, the more intense the capers. In like joules per kilogram. Tomorrow we sort of see, especially tomorrow morning, really quite strong cape, especially in the south, and into the evening it's quite strong just everywhere. Into Sunday, similar story, very strong for the south actually, although more of the storm action will actually be in the north. Pushing to Monday and very strong cape, especially for the south, and Tuesday as well. Quite ironically, as the storm action is mostly focused in the north and Midlands. And Wednesday we see a brief window of, and Thursday as well, weaker cape pushes through, and that's as high pressure just builds up from the south. We'll now whiz through the charts from this website. So this is the GFS. So you see that low pressure is moving through thunderstorms each day, up until like Thursday around that sort of time, when high pressure does build up from the south, and that kills the showers off before we try to push up some hot air from the south on Saturday, June 24th. But a thundery low tries to build in, and create some instability in the atmosphere. That pushes through, and we're back to try and build high pressure in high pressure from the Azores into the last week of June. But we see low pressure rain and wind pushing from the west, and that is as flat as a pancake. I'm saying this phrase again. Saturday, July 1st, 2023, low pressure to our north, high pressure to our south. The winds as flat as they could be. This is saying, as it says, that I only really say in the winter time, but that chart is as unsettled and as zonal as flat as a pancake. I mean, it's summer, and I'm saying that phrase, so it's bad. ECM run. Looks like this. Let's see, that low pressure stays around until probably Thursday. I'm guessing Thursday. Yep, Thursday, until the high pressure breaks through. A bit more southwesterly with the winds, so I think that'd be warmer. But by the end, it looks like low pressure's coming through and giving us westerly winds. Gem. The gem looks like this. I don't know if the model was found in like a chest or something like that. Sorry guys, I'm only joking. Anyway, low pressure stays until like Thursday when high pressure just built up from the south. And GEM has it quite nicely over us by Monday, June 26th. And undoubtedly bringing us some nice dry, warm and summery weather. This is the UK Met run. So that low pressure stays until like around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we build up the ridge of high pressure from the south. Low pressure deepening in the Atlantic as that happens. The icon looks like this. Low pressure staying until probably Thursday. Thursday. So good agreement that the low pressure will sort of end on Thursday, and we'll see a transition to high pressure on Thursday, and probably warmer and dry weather, before we may go back into wet and windy conditions for the end of next week, and into the start of the week after next. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay safe in the storms, and if you want them, I wish you luck in getting them, and bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow.